Listening tape script B. You will be tested on your ability to understand spoken English. There are 3 sections, each with its own directions. If you wish, you may take notes. Part 1. Instructions. You will hear short dialogues between 2 people, after which a question will be asked. You will hear each dialogue only once. After hearing the dialogue and question, select from the 4 choices that which best answers the question. Question 1.
The neighbours are fighting again. Maybe I should go over and see if I can do something.
If I were you, I wouldn't stick my nose into their affairs.
What does the man suggest that the woman do? Question 2.
Take one of these after meals. You should feel better in a few days. Take a day off work and get plenty of rest.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Who are the 2 speakers? Question 3.
Do you need help with your lab project?
Don't bother, it's a piece of cake.
What does the man mean? Question 4.
The game last night was the most exciting I've ever seen.
Really? You must be joking.
What does the woman mean? Question 5.
Where's Tom off to so early on a Sunday morning?
You know him. Sunday is his golf day, come rain or shine.
What does the woman imply about Tom? Question 6.
Gosh, it's almost 10 already. We'd better hurry, or we'll be late for the chemistry class.
You go ahead. I'll pay for these books first.
Where are the 2 speakers? Question 7.
Let's go and play ball on the beach or fly our kites. It'll be such fun.
It's high tide right now.
What is the woman saying? Question 8.
Jenny just called to say she won't be able to come to the meeting today as she's feeling unwell.
Really, that doesn't surprise me.
What does the man mean? Question 9.
Do you want to go shopping this weekend or see a movie?
I'd love to, but I promised my mum I'd take her to the country.
What is the man going to do this weekend? Question 10.
Did you see the new student in the French class?
Yes, he's really weird.
How else would the man describe the new student? Question 11.
Sarah, I haven't seen you for so long. You haven't aged a bit.
I wish I could say the same about you, Bob.
What does the woman mean? Question 12.
How often do you hear from Frank?
Hardly ever. Once in a blue moon.
How often does the woman hear from Frank? Question 13.
Shall we have lunch sometime this week? It's been a while since we got together.
I'd love to, but I'm busy this week. Can we put it off till next month?
When will the two speakers probably meet? Question 14.
I was assigned to do the task at short notice. I did my best, but I only got so much done. The presentation tomorrow won't be perfect.
I guess it'll have to do then.
What does the woman mean? Question 15.
I've never met anyone as dedicated to his work as Tony.
You can't be serious.
What does the woman mean? Part 2. In this section, you will hear longer dialogues between two people. After each dialogue, questions will be asked. You will hear each dialogue only once. After hearing the dialogue and each question, select from the 4 choices that which best answers the question. Conversation 1.
Kids today are unbelievable.
Now, what makes you say that?
Just look at this article. A survey in Britain says they waste hours in front of the TV and get their parents to spend money on designer clothes and haircuts. And they're not even 3 years old.
That's unbelievable. Tell me more.
Here they say that today's toddlers act like little teenagers. By age 3, 42% of the youngsters have a television in their own room, and 50% have a CD player.
And what is so wrong about that?
I can't believe you asked that. Those kids miss out on good old-fashioned imaginative fun. All they do all day is watch TV.
Well, now, look who's talking.
Question 16. According to the conversation, what is not true about kids today? Question 17. What does the man think kids today lack? Question 18. What can be inferred from the end of the conversation? Conversation 2.
So, you can either fly or take the train and boat or the bus and boat.
How long does it take on the train?
Just a second. OK, it's 13 hours on the train, that's overnight, and then we transfer you to the pier, and there you get the ferry, probably at lunchtime.
So it'll take about 24 hours for me to get to Samui.
Almost, yes. The flight is about an hour and 20 minutes.
But it's much more expensive.
Well, yes, it is, but you save a day.
I suppose so. All right, I'll take a flight then.
There are lots of flights every day. When would you like to go?
Question 19. How will the man travel to Samui? Question 20. What does the woman ask at the end of the conversation? Question 21. What is the woman's occupation? Conversation 3.
Could you step over here a minute, please?
Why, is anything wrong?
No. I'd just like to ask a few routine...
But why me? I look suspicious, do I?
No, not at all. It's just the policy to...
Whose policy?
The airport security policy. We simply ask every fifth passenger...
So it's just my bad luck, is it? Being the fifth...
Now, this just won't take a minute. Did you?
All right.
Did you pack those bags yourself?
Question 22. Where is this conversation taking place? Question 23. What does the man want to do? Question 24. How does the woman feel? Part 3. You will now hear 2 short talks. After each talk, you will be asked some questions. You will hear each talk only once. After hearing the talk and each question, select from the 4 choices that which best answers the question. Talk 1.
Some people really are born losers, inheriting characteristics that lead to a succession of disasters, according to several reports of research by British scientists published on Wednesday. Researchers from the University of Wales in Cardiff say studies of depression suggest bad luck runs in families, and some people have a genetic propensity to create lifestyles that result in crises. One of the professors said it had long been well known that depressed people report more adverse life events. What surprised us was that when we looked at their relatives, we found they also had more adverse life events, he was quoted as saying. His best explanation is that people may inherit a tendency to create the situations which induce their depression. They have a tendency to live chaotic lives, he said. The theory was questioned, however, by Alan Smith in The Times, whom the paper called Britain's unluckiest man. The 20-year-old had been stabbed, hurt in car crashes, nearly killed skiing, and burned by acid. If this family thing were true, my brother would be the same, but he sailed through life, said a gloomy-sounding Smith.
Question 25. What is the main topic of the talk? Question 26. What is true about depressed people? Question 27. What surprised the researchers? Talk 2.
There are many well-intending pet owners who do a great deal for their animals. They walk their dogs and cats, provide lots of love, and take them for regular veterinary checkups, but forget about the benefits of spaying and neutering. The decision to spay or neuter protects pets from contracting diseases and ensures that unwanted animals are not brought into the world, even though it takes away their ability to reproduce. Some pet owners think it is cruel to spay or neuter pets, But the sad reality is that thousands of pets are put down each year due to a pet overpopulation crisis. That is why in Ontario, Canada, the Ontario Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or Ontario SPCA, has designated March Spay-Neuter Month. As spring brings the warmer weather, cats and dogs will be bounding outside and heading for trouble. Another reason some pet owners avoid spaying and neutering their pets is cost. However, these procedures eliminate or greatly reduce the likelihood of your pet suffering from medical problems and you being burdened with more expensive vet bills later on. Spayed and neutered animals are also less likely to roam, reducing other risks such as getting into fights, injuring themselves, getting lost, and being hit by cars. They are also less likely to develop behavioural problems such as territorial marking, destructiveness, and aggression. All in all, spaying and neutering is the responsible, caring thing to do.
Question 28. What is the main reason that people do not spay or neuter their pets? Question 29. What is the tone of the talk? Question 30. Why has the Ontario SPCA designated March Spay-Neuter Month? End of the listening test.